Today we're checking out the brand new Pursuit DC306. This is a very exciting new model from Pursuit, and we're real happy to see it at Route 113 Boat Sales. Today we're going to take a walk around, check out all the facts and features on this great new boat from Pursuit, and show you why this is a great new boat in its class. Starting in the transom on the Pursuit DC306, we've got a couple great features back here that I really love. First and foremost, we have this closing door here to partition the transom off. We have a freshwater shower right here. As we move back, you'll notice elongated swim platforms on both sides of the engine, which make boarding and disembarking a breeze. If you're at the sandbar hanging out, you've got a pop-out ladder on this back corner with the boarding handle right here. Moving around, we have 4 rod holders. We have a pop-up ski tow pylon, another elongated swim platform on that side. And this area here is now usable space in the boat because these 300 horsepower Yamahas with the integrated steering allow for a lack of a splash well here. So we can leave this platform high and make it easy to walk back and forth across, which makes this whole swim platform area functional and usable, unlike boats in the past. Starting over on the starboard side of the Pursuit DC306, a couple of cool things to point out. First and foremost, right here we have this boarding step, which allows you to get in and out of the boat easily if you're tied up on the side here. Right behind that, we have a side dive door or boarding door right here. This has a drop-in ladder that stores up forward. Right next to that, we have our in-deck fish box. This is both macerated and insulated, drains directly overboard, and it's on these big T-handle latches so that when you shut it down, it actually sucks it shut and you won't get a lot of water pooling in there. Moving over to the left from there, we have our fold-up transom seat. Cool thing with this is, as you flip it up, the bolster drops back down out of the way, and when you fold it up, it raises up to give you a little bit higher support on your back. Over in this corner, we have our live well, a cutting board, and then in the center here, another storage compartment. And then coming over to the port side, we have another fold-up seat here that drops down into the wall and out of the way. That reveals the secondary and deck fish box. And then centered here, last but not least, we have our bilge access. This bilge access is all finished. This has Pursuit's drain system, so there's never be any water pooling in this area. Additionally, we have fuel tank access under here and dedicated storage for the cockpit table that drops into this area right here, providing a nice area, nice rear social zone on the boat with table if you want to hang out and have drinks or stuff with the family. Moving up under the hardtop on the Pursuit DC306, a couple cool things to point out. First and foremost, you'll notice we have these giant oversized pipes on both sides with 2 rod holders there. Up above us here, we have 6 overhead rod holders, another big pipe here with 2 more rod holders there. Underneath of this side, we have our outdoor kitchen. We have a sink inside of here with Corian countertop, and if you're not using it, that drops back down. And we have this piece of Corian here that drops in and creates a nice countertop space here. Right below that, we have storage with 3 shelves and a trash can, dedicated trash can holder there. Right underneath my feet in the center, we have access to the fuel tank again. Drop down armrest on this rear facing mezzanine seat, and then this seat back flips down to reveal 2 Plano box storage and some additional shelving. We have a cup holder up top here, cup holder over on the side, and then more storage underneath of this seat that is also insulated and can be used as a cooler. That flips back down and locks in. Speakers on both sides in the cockpit here, as well as a subwoofer right there. Mid-level lighting and low-level lighting, making this area here a very functional part of the boat. As we move forward on the Pursuit DC306 into the bridge deck, we're going to start off with our companion side seating here. So this seat features dual fold-down armrests, beautiful diamond stitching with contrast piping and accents, and then below that, on this side, we have Plano tackle box storage with room for 4 Plano boxes, including the oversized ones, drawer storage up top, and then right up next to that, we have a knife holder right there. That door shuts, and as you walk around the front side here, you've got a really comfortable seat with footrests on the back side of the cabin door, making this a nice place to sit if you're out running. You got two 30-ounce Yeti cup holders right here. And then underneath of this seat, you'll see we have access to our battery compartment with our 3 batteries easily located right there. Fire extinguisher right next to it, and a big JL Audio subwoofer right next to that for your port side passenger. Moving over to the driver's side on the Pursuit DC306, we have our electrical distribution panel located right down here. This contains our battery switches and all of our breakers, which are easily accessible here, all labeled. That shuts back down, and then as we move forward, you'll see this beautiful dash layout. I love that we're bringing back these teak accents on our dashes. We have dual 8612 Garmins here, switchgear right below it, set in this beautiful black acrylic, JL Audio volume control right there. Coming over, we have this big, beautiful Edison steering wheel, autopilot controls centered right above that, and then to the right-hand side of the dash, we have our additional switches over here, wireless phone charger up top, joystick control right here, Yamaha Binnacle, and trip cam control right next to it. So everything you need to run this boat is very easily accessible, ergonomic, and well thought out on the dash of this DC306. Right below that, we have this great drop-down footrest. So this accomplishes 2 things for you. If you're a little bit shorter stature, you need a little bit more height to see over the helm, you can use it to stand on, or if you're taller, you can actually use this as a footrest when you're running the boat, making it a really comfortable place to sit. On the subject of seating, we have another helm seat here with diamond stitching with contrast piping, dual fold-down armrest, and a fold-up, fold-down bolster right next to that. Additionally, over on the starboard side, we have 2 30-ounce Yeti cup holders, again set in teak, fire extinguisher right below that, and our VHF 315 radio next to that. And as you can see, standing in here, our windshields go from the bottom of the console fully up to the top. You don't get that awkward gap at the top like a lot of the competition. Nice thing with this is you don't have a bar in your line of sight, and if you're boating in foul weather, you don't have any possibility of water leaking through. Back over on the companion side of the Pursuit DC306, as we move forward, we have this great cabin/storage area. So this door swings open, and it's got a magnet catch to keep it open. And then down inside of here, we have a ton of great rod storage on both sides and overhead. Little mattress pad down there, and you can kind of see this goes all the way through to the forward bilge, and you can see that ladder storage up front and our bow filler cushion storage up there as well. This is just really a great utilization of space for keeping life jackets or whatever you're taking out for a day on the boat. And that door shuts back down, and like it's never there. As we continue to move forward on the Pursuit DC306, we've got this great head compartment over here forward of the dash. So when you open this guy up, this lid slides back, which gives you great headroom for entry and exit into the head compartment. Once you're inside of here, you'll notice a Corian countertop with sink. We have storage located right next to that under the countertop, and a real porcelain vacuum flush toilet with overboard discharge located right behind it. Additionally, this is a fire extinguisher mounting area, so there's a fire extinguisher mounted inside of there. And then when you shut this back down, it creates a nice seal so you won't get moisture down inside. Another great thing to point out on really all Pursuit DCs, and especially in the DC306, we have this great windshield that runs from the console up to the hardtop. A lot of our competition will use metal tailor-made windshields that finish like down in this area, which creates this awkward gap between the windshield and the top that you have to look through. Not the case on the Pursuit DCs. Additionally, as this comes up, you'll notice a JL Audio speaker on both sides up here, courtesy lighting right there, which is both white, blue, and red, glove boxes on both sides overhead. And then as we come aft, we have dual Bromar hatches here that can be opened up to allow airflow down into the bridge deck if you're out on a hotter day. Big fiberglass support beams on the windshield, so you're not going to get any creaking or windshield breaking issues on this boat. It's all real solid. Then as we move aft here, we've got this overboard handle. So if you're out in rougher water, you can use this handle to stabilize yourself. And then Taco GS 380 outriggers with crank up bases. So you don't have to get up on the hardtop, put your outriggers up. You can just sit here and crank them up or down if you're trying to clear a low bridge or something. And then after that, we have 2 more JL Audio speakers with 2 more courtesy lights right there. One of my favorite things about dual console boating is the ability to extend your season well into the winter. And you can do that on this boat by partitioning the bridge deck off from the bow. So wintertime, I'll leave the bow cover on and shut this all, and I'm very comfortable. So you close this partition door right here. That locks in. And then you shut this windshield by flipping this guy over here. And that partitions this whole area out, and now I'm out of the wind and elements. You have dual windshield wipers on both sides additionally, which is unusual in a boat of this class, that it can be controlled individually for you and your passenger. Then when you're ready for some wind again, or some atmosphere, you open that back up. You shut this partition door back closed, which locks in here and allows easy access to the bow once again. Moving up into the bow on the Pursuit DC306, a couple of great things to point out here. We have this big grab rail on both sides for our forward seat passengers, dual fold down armrest here and here, and then this area, should you want to, can become a big day bed with the 2 filler cushions to stow down inside the cabin. Moving over to this side, you'll notice this seating is incredibly deep, so when you're sitting here, you're down inside the boat, and you're not going to feel like you're going to fall out. You feel real secure at the grab rail and this notch bolster here that you can use as an armrest. Coming forward to that, we have our JL audio speaker and cup holder over on this side. The same thing over on that side. Additionally, you'll notice dual USB chargers and a 12-volt receptacle over there as well. As you stand up, we have storage underneath of this seat with a drain to allow all the water out of this area, which is really nice. And then over in front here, we have another big storage area with a drain. Right below that, we have our table-based receiver here. And then inside of the bilge area, forward bilge area, I should say, we have another dedicated storage space for our side entry door boarding ladder right there. And then we have our table base over on that side and our table over on this shelf. So this bow area, when you put those up, becomes a really nice social zone if you want to hang out and have a picnic with the family and just relax. Additionally, this boat has a bow Mediterranean sunshade with receivers that go here, so this whole area can be shaded, and you have rod holders on both sides for your forward passengers. Last great thing to point out in the bow of the Pursuit DC306 is our windlass anchor locker area. Inside of here, you'll notice a through stem windlass, and this is a really great design. A lot of our competition will make this a solid fiberglass area, and you have to access your anchor line through a small hatch. Not the case on the Pursuit DC306, or any Pursuit for that matter. We do this big structural stem through the middle that allows you to access the road from both sides underneath the stem. Additionally, you have a Lumar windlass in here with cleat to tie off your line, raw and freshwater washdown, and a boarding ladder receiver. So that ladder we use for the side entry door can also be used up in the bow. If you're hanging out the sandbar or something like that, you can easily get in and out of the front of the boat. Really makes the bow of this Pursuit and this boat in general very usable in multiple applications. Thanks for checking out the Pursuit DC306 with us. We are super excited about this boat at Route 113 Boat Sales, and we're happy to have it in our model lineup for 2025. This boat is in stock and available, but we have tons of other great Pursuits available. Check out the link in the description below to set up your showing or sea trial on any of our great Pursuits. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We've got new videos going up weekly with all of our models from all of our great brands. Check us out, route113boatsales.net.